Hi, Timothy Unkert here, and in this video, I want to discuss some more string methods that we can use in Python. So let's get started, okay? I'm going to create a string called name and set it equal to my name. And the first string method I want to talk about is capitalize. And I'm actually going to change this to a lowercase t to demonstrate. So I'm going to print our name and then use the capitalize method. And it's a method, so we have an open and closed parentheses after the method name. And let's run this. And you'll see it capitalizes the first letter. Okay, so that's the capitalize method. All right. I also want to talk about the find method. So we can type the name and then find a particular character within the name. So let's find M. And if we run eShell here, you'll see it's at index 2. Now with the find method, it's a little bit different than index. So if I change this to Z, which is not in the string, and then run it, we get -1. So we don't get an error. We actually just get -1 if it's not in the string. Okay. So that was the find method. I also want to talk about the isalpha method. So this is going to return a Boolean, either true or false, depending on whether there's all letters in the string or if there's numbers in the string. So let's run this. And if we run that, we get true because it's all letters. But let's say we did another name and we set it equal to Timothy 123. Okay. And now we copy this line, except we do it for name 2. All right. And now if we run it, we get false because we have 1, 2, and 3, which are not letters. Right. So that's the isalpha method. We also have the isdecimal method. So that's checking if they're all numbers. So we can use name and then do isdecimal. Okay. And in this case, we're going to get false because it's not all numbers. All right. But if we have another name, let's say name underscore 3, and set that equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we change this to name 3, and then run it, we'll get true because that is numbers. Okay. All right. I also want to talk about the islower method. So if we print the name and type islower, it's going to check to make sure everything is lower in the name. And in this case, it's going to return true because everything is lower. But if we, let's say we print and change this to an uppercase T, we print name 2 and do the islower, we should get false. Okay. So in that case, we get false. In addition to the islower, we have an isupper method. So if we run this, we're also going to get false because it's checking to make sure everything is uppercase. But if I change this to an uppercase name and then rerun it, we're going to get true for the second one, the isupper. Okay. All right. We also have isnumeric, which is sort of like isdecimal. So if I print name 3 is numeric, I will get true. But if I print name 2 is numeric, I'm going to get false. So I should get true and false here. And I get true and false. Okay. We also have istitle. That means if it's title, it has every first letter capitalized. So let me get rid of these. And actually, let me just get rid of all of these. And what I'm going to do is create a name and set it to, or let's call it phrase, because really this is a phrase, and set it to Tim is cool. And then we'll do phrase _2 and set it to Tim is cool, but we'll capitalize all the first letters. Okay, so now if we print the phrase and check isTitle, that method, for the first one we're going to get false, and for the second one, because it's all capitalized, we'll get true. Okay, so let's run that, and we get false and true. Okay. All right. We can also convert all the values to lowercase. So we can print, and let's do phrase 2, and we'll do dot lower, and that's going to print Tim is cool, but everything will be in lowercase. So Tim is cool, all in lowercase. We can also do upper and run that, and you see it converts everything to uppercase. Okay, so it's another string method. Let's get rid of all of these, and we'll create a name, except we'll leave some white space here. And so the first thing I want to talk about is the strip method. So to show this, we'll put a period in front, and we'll concatenate it to the name, and we'll use the strip method, and that's going to strip all the white space before and after, and we'll also do a period after. So when you see this, if we didn't strip it, actually let's do it with it not stripped, with just the name, you'll see that there's white space before and after, but with the strip method, it's going to take care of that and get rid of all of that. Okay, so the first one, you see there's the white space before and after. The second one has that white space stripped. You can also do just the lstrip method, which is just going to strip the space before. So if we run this, the second one will just have the space before stripped. In addition to the lstrip method, you can do the rstrip method, and that's just going to strip the space after. So we still have that space before, but we strip the space after. Okay, let's get rid of all of these, and let's say the name is Timothy. We can also do an rfind method, which starts searching from the right. So let's make this a little different. We'll do Timmy, Mick, Tim, Tim. And what we'll do is we'll print the name using the rfind method, or finding the lowercase m, and it should actually give the index of the last character, not the first character. Okay, so if we run this, we get index 12 because that's the last character in the string. Okay. We can also, with the rfind, if we do z here, that's not in the string, but it's going to not give us an error. It's going to give us a -1. Okay. If it's not in the string, it gives us a -1 with find. Okay, and rfind. Okay, with our index, we're searching from the end of the string, but it's going to give an error if it's not there. So we're going to get an error, right? Value error, substring not found. But if we change this to something that's found, we're going to get 12 again. Okay. All right. We can also do swapcase. So let's go here, and we'll do the name and do the swapcase method, and that's going to change all the lowercase to uppercase and all the uppercase to lowercase. So let's run this one, and you'll see it did just that. So it looks a little odd there. Okay. Okay, we can also change a phrase to a title. So let's say Tim is cool, and with title, oops, let me go here. With the title, every first word will be capitalized. So T will be capitalized, the I in is will be capitalized, and the C in cool will be capitalized. Okay, so we see that there. And that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about for the string methods at this point. I hope you found this video interesting. If you did, could you please give it a like, as it will help get the video out to more people. I want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.